recording without the microphone because I'm in a hurry right now. So on the daily time frame, price has almost shifted the structure, but I wouldn't say that it was a market structure shift on daily because current price has been reacting from daily fair value gap. As you can see on here, current price is sitting at bearish fair value gap on daily, and when it comes to 4 hour, I have a bullish market structure on the 4 hour. Price has just currently shifted the structure on bullish, and today I have learned one thing, and that is don't go with market structure shift on 4 hour unless unless you got this move. If you got this move, then yeah, you can go bullish after having the retest on here, but most of the time, not most of the time, but sometimes price tend to do like this, shift the structure. Obviously it isn't a shift of the structure, it's just taking the liquidity, and then my price continue on the bearish side. So today might be that kind of scenario. So yeah, even though for our market structure is bullish, I would like to look for bearish setup on here. Obviously it would be a power of 3 setup. Without that I wouldn't be interested on anything else. And another thing is that tomorrow is CPI, so today I might not get anything, and so hourly time frame is also bullish market structure, and currently 1 minute left for this current candle, and as you can see it's struggling to close below this bullish fair value gap. So yeah, we might expect a bullish push, and then let's see. That's history. Now on the M15, you can see on the M15 that price has almost shifted the structure. Yesterday it was that strong order block from which I got fucked, but today I wouldn't make the same mistake as yesterday. So price has taken liquidity from Asia, which is a good thing for our power of 3 setup. But now price didn't shift the structure on the bearish, so yeah, we are still hoping. But as you can see on here, still it's heavy bearish on EU currently at M15. So yeah, that might be an issue. Price created this fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. And as I have said, oh by the way, let's find out what I'm targeting. To find out targets, I would use H4 time frame, and I would like to use this order block especially. So yeah, that's my fib, and let's make it a target. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. I would be targeting 0.6 level of order block, or near 0.6 level. Let's mark this one. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now let's take a look at M15. So that's the high, that's the low which I would be targeting. I would be looking for target. So yeah, let's see if I get any break below, retest, then move toward this one. And if not, as I have said, on hourly time frame, current price is sitting at hourly fair value gap, respecting that fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. If price break above there, then I would like to look for a market structure shift below to get a short entry. So overall bias for today is bearish structure, even though it's bullish, but current price is sitting at daily fair value gap. So without bearishness, I wouldn't be looking for anything else. That's it for today. Let's see how it turned out. It was the first plan where I have planned when price will break below this one, I would like to execute, and I did execute on this one. And yeah, what can I say, it wasn't. Let's see how it is going. New York session has barely opened, and yeah, so far it's moving on drawdown, and
yeah, let's see how it turn out. Can't complain. I have planned and just execute upon it. Now, if I move, if I go through other time frame, then H1 is heavily bullish. Just currently flipped this fair value gap, created an inverted one, but still there's this bearish order block price sitting at. Price might tap into this one, and my I believe my SL is above somewhere here. Might get tapped on those things. Now, if I look at H4 time frame, H4 time frame is still bullish. Price has shifted the structure on this candle, and then price continue with this one. Now, currently it's moving on a bearish fair value gap. And by the way, it was a new candle, so yeah, this one might end up being in my way because currently it was the first 10 minutes of this candle and it's moving bullish. So as you guys all know, power of 3 move like start, take liquidity, shift structure. There we go. So it might be this manipulation phase I am in right now. My SL is so wide, which is why there ain't any concern for me with this one. Now let's see. The thing I'm very concerned about is that most of the time whenever price move like this, let's say market open with gap down, and then most of the time price whenever they fill up this gap, it tend to move bullish for quite some time. If I look at daily, even though I do have this bearish fair value gap, but when it comes to origin of this current move, it is going from this one right here. Yeah, a bit concerned about this one. So far, let's see, 2 time frame is against me. Yeah, let's see how it turn out. Whether I hold this one or whether I had to close with full 1%.
Morning, good morning, hello, how is it going? And well, last night it was a bit choppy, as I have mentioned that because today is CPI, so yesterday was a bit choppy price. So as you can see on here, price moved around and then take liquidity from here and then move in my direction. So yeah, it turned out that direction wise I was right, but it just the execution wasn't very good. But I have followed everything, and since it was a low probability setup on because too high time frame was against me, which is why I have managed this trade so aggressively. Cut half of the position in here and other half of the position in there, so it was, in terms of management, it was well managed trade. And yeah, what can I say, let's move on with it. And simply do not take trades when there's a low probability, or take trades when there's a low probability with less risk. Here's the stats of yesterday's last trade. It was supposed to be 1%, which is $15, $50, but I have managed very aggressively, as you can see on here. Take the position here, and when it was running in profit, I exited half of the position, and then another half of the position when price confirmed that it doesn't want to go in my direction, and then I let the trade run with the rest of the position size. Here is the line side. This trade spent about 88% of total duration and negative P&L. A sign that entries or exit may need reviews. Yeah, it was a bad one. Green to red, you're up $6 to this trade, but ended up closing at $17 loss. So yeah, that's it, and see you tomorrow.